Hello and welcome to Sparkle and Spell Tarot. I do have a Sparkle and Spell witchy shop as well if you would like to visit that, which is sparkleandspell.etsy.com. I did film an intro that was supposed to be for the reading, which was going to be one long reading, but I wanted to give more time individually to each sign. So now I'm making another intro, but if you would like to watch the original one where I introduce myself, give kind of a life update, I will link that below, or you can find it on my page if you're on Instagram. My name is Paige, by the way. Never get tired of those jokes. But I am super excited to be reading for you guys today. If you want to support me, I have posted things like my Venmo and Cash App in the description of the video. And if not, and you're just here to enjoy the reading, then you are always welcome. I'm super excited to be reading for you guys today. I've been reading tarot for 15 years. I'm also certified, though I will say you don't need to be certified to read tarot. And you should definitely get yourself a deck if you are interested and this seems fun to you, or you feel like you're getting insight here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please, or follow me if it's on a platform other than YouTube. And let us get started. Hello, lovely Scorpios. Welcome to Sparkle and Spell. I'm Paige. And excuse me if I am like sniffling or coughing or anything. I'm super sorry, but I have been sick. The deck that I'm going to be using today for the main readings is Carrot Tarts, and you can find her page on Etsy. She's super sweet, and I don't believe she's selling this deck anymore, but she does have art available, and who knows, maybe she'll reprint these at some point. But I just want to dive right in. This is for Scorpio singles, by the way, and this is for January 1st through the 7th. So in the past, we have the Knight of Swords here, which talks about, could be impulsive energy, either from you or another person. So either being really decisive or just acting really quickly, or like pursuing romantic connections kind of aggressively, honestly. And of course that all brings excitement and stuff, but maybe you know, had a couple rushed decisions, a couple rushed choices. But it also shows energy, drive, like intensity, which is very Scorpio. And then in the present, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of a reflective and patient card, which is a very stark contrast to that Knight of Swords energy. So maybe, you know, you're slowing down a little bit and waiting for something, maybe evaluating a certain situation with someone that's on your mind, considering what's worth it and what's not, or what you need to change about yourself, about some kind of connection. Yeah, but it's more you looking towards the future rather than just acting. And then in the future, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which comes right after 7. And this talks about growth, effort, like conscious work and dedication towards something. So, you know, you're being more patient now. You're giving attention to the details and not rushing forward with so much, you know, chaotic energy. You're really slowing down and being intentional and putting effort and commitment into something. And then we have the Temperance here as your clarifier, which talks about balance, patience, and I also did pull the High Priestess as an additional clarifier, which talks about your intuition. So the Temperance talks about how relationships unfold in their own timing, and it talks about harmony, while the High Priestess talks about you trusting your inner self. So I think these two together are telling you to approach love carefully. Be patient, be self-aware, and don't force any outcomes. So yeah, I think that this is a really good space for you to be in this week, Scorpio. You're learning from maybe some past mistakes and moving on to calmer waters here and really trusting yourself. If you are a Scorpio in a relationship or a partnership, this reading is for you. So in the past, well, first of all, you had all kinds of cards jumping out at me here, Scorpio. This Five of Pentacles jumped out, and then I actually had two further clarification cards jump out, but we'll get to that later. So in the past, we have Five of Pentacles, which talks about some kind of struggle, feeling left out in the cold by somebody. So you could have been disappointed in some way in your relationship. There could have been financial challenges, emotional challenges, maybe feeling isolated or insecure, or just not supported. But it does set the stage for some kind of rebuilding to happen. Because then we have the Three of Pentacles, and that focuses on teamwork and building something together. So it looks like you and your partner moved on from whatever this was and into working on the relationship, maybe even doing some kind of project together. I don't know if you're doing like a home project or something where you needed mutual effort. And this is a constructive energy for you guys, and I love it. So then in the future, we have Two of Swords. And that talks about some kind of stalemate point or a decision. So some kind of choice that needed to be made about priorities or commitments. I don't know if that had to do with a project that you were doing, if it has to do with maybe circling back to this Five of Pentacles energy, but there's been kind of a roundabout here going on. And there's something that needs to be addressed in the future in order for you to have happiness here in this relationship. And clarity and honesty are very important when we're talking about the swords. That's honesty. That's, you know, thoughts. You need to share your feelings, and in order to move on from whatever's going on here. And then as a clarifier, we had the Eight of Pentacles, which is again like putting in effort, building something. So with work and attention, you can definitely rebuild anything that didn't feel right in the past. And then I also had two additional clarifiers jumping out here. So then we have the Eight of Wands that came out, and the Rat King, the King of Swords. So the Eight of Wands talks about communicating movement. So like maybe forward movement within your relationship, or even like moving to a new house or something, and unexpected developments. But this kind of ties in with this Two of Swords energy. So maybe some unexpected things are happening that influence how whatever choice you're making unfolds here. And then the King of Swords talks about mental clarity, logic, fair judgment, and you need to make like calm and rational, not rash, don't make rash decisions, calm and rational decisions for your relationship. So ultimately, Scorpio, I think everything's up to you. You're gonna have to assess, like, has this been going? I mean, I don't see a lot of romance here, and take that into account. Like, but I hope for the best for you guys. And I think that you're really gonna rationally think about this, and whatever you decide, trust your gut. And that's what I have for you for this week. Remember, every week is different, so just do what's best for you. I'm going to be reading a few messages from the universe or the person on your mind or your partner, and that is from the Hermit Tarot. This top row is going to be for singles, bottom row is for those of you Scorpios in a relationship. So for this top one, for our singles, we have I need more balance. So I don't know if this is a person on your mind or you. Somebody needs some more balance in their life. And we've got a 2 here, which could indicate February or maybe like an Aquarius energy or a date or a time. Whatever makes sense to you, let me know in the comments. Then we have Love Me. So, I don't know. It sounds to me like somebody's got a crush on you and they want you to love them. And also the universe is telling you they're waiting for you. So some of you singles have somebody waiting on you to make some kind of decision to move towards them. And then for our Scorpio couples, we have You Are Wrong. So I don't know if that's the universe telling you that you're wrong about something, if that's, you know, your current partner who thinks that you're wrong in a situation or wrong about like what you think that they think. I know that you poor things have been having some kind of struggle. And then we have you have so many choices and options. Again, I don't know clearly if this is from the universe or if it's your partner thinking this, but maybe you do have options. Maybe that's what the conflict is about, that there is some kind of option here. We also have 6, which can talk about June or a date or maybe like Gemini energy or something. Like, I don't know, but someone thinks that you have options, and maybe that's an encouraging thing. Like, no matter what, you're gonna be good. And then we have I am obsessed with your body. So perhaps your partner is very obsessed with your body and wants some hanky-panky time. And the 15th could be an important date for you as well, or an important age. Even if you're not 15, perhaps something happened when you were 15 that, I don't know. Again, tell me in the comments if that makes sense to you. But I hope this helps someone and that it was clear for somebody's situation. Scorpio, I have chosen some zodiac signs out of my little bag here. Well, I didn't choose them, the universe did. But these are zodiac signs that you could be dealing with the first week of January. It could be your energy, could be a parent, the person on your mind, a friend, what have you. So first we have Libra. Next we have Taurus. Sorry, not Taurus, Aries. My bad. And now we have Taurus. So I was just predicting the future. Capricorn. And Aquarius. Let me know in the comments if those relate to anything you're going through. Same for these, because I am about to get you some letters going here. These could be initials, it could spell out a word that's important to you, or it could be nothing. We've got R, Y, A. It's almost spelling out Ryan, even if it doesn't. That could be significant to you. O, maybe Raya. L, we also have Ray and Roy. Lay, could be getting laid. F, we have Faye. Fall, you could be falling. Almost. E, Yale. Yale could be important. We also have Lee. We've got another E there. T, toy. And we've got another O. And I almost feel like I see coffee. I know it's not here, but maybe you're getting a coffee with someone, telling someone something, or maybe those are initials. Again, let me know in the comments, and let me know if this segment is fun for you. It's fun for me, but I don't know if you guys want me to continue with it in future videos. Let me know. Alright, Scorpios, we are on to the business and career portion for the 1st through the 7th of January. We have in the past the 10 of Swords. So that tells me that you've had some significant setbacks, maybe like some kind of loss or a difficult ending when it comes to a career. I don't know if you lost a job or lost a contract, or just things haven't been going super well in the recent past. You could just be feeling exhausted at this point, or hitting some kind of professional low. Maybe even a betrayal at work. I don't know, but it's also a turning point that clears a way for new opportunities to come. So, and then we have the 8 of Swords in your present. So you may be feeling trapped, restricted in some way, indecisive, basically just limited by your circumstances. And there may be opportunities for you, but you're self-doubting and overthinking, and it's blocking your progress. So this really urges you to maybe reflect on recent events, plan for the future, assess what you can do, because then we have the 10 of Cups in the near future, so, which is really great after not feeling so great. So this talks about emotional and professional fulfillment in this case. So not only a financially fulfilling situation, but also like emotionally and spiritually rewarding for you. So your business goals can align with what you want personally. So maybe like you're starting a career based on something that you really enjoy, or you're moving towards a project that just really feels right for you. And it's a very harmonious energy, and I love that. So it's a reward for your perseverance through all of this that you've been going through. And then we have the Queen of Cups as your clarifier, which definitely just adds on to that 10 of Cups situation. And that talks about just like letting your intuition guide you, letting your emotions guide you, and really just you have care and emotional awareness when it comes to your job now. And that's what ensures your success, is that your heart is in it. And you need your heart and your values to be a part of your work, Scorpio. And that's very clear to me from this reading. This isn't just about ambition, it's about, really feeling aligned. So if you've been having troubles and you are looking for a new career, you need to do something that aligns with your heart. And if it's the same one, then you need to feel reinvigorated and remember why you were passionate about it in the first place. I hope that helps. The final portion of your reading, Scorpio, is going to be a spirit animal oracle. Colette Baron Reid, and I'm going to read directly from the book here. So the quote is, "A rebirth is assured. After something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured, just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Not bath. Maybe you need a ritual bath or something. Bat spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one. For the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. Bat Spirit reminds you that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. Bat Spirit has listened in the darkness of night and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found, and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. That Spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel you are in the dark, know that come morning, all will be revealed and things will be in a new form that is right for you." And then I'm just going to check for other messages in this other part here. It says, "Spirit is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to the familiar story that's already run its course. A new story is poised to be born." Perhaps you must let go of a part of you that must die so you can be reborn. This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad. Bat Spirit gives you her powers of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate these unknown caves of temporary emptiness. You'll emerge with a new perspective, and Bat Spirit will witness your giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and soul. And that's a beautiful way to end that reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to support me, I have ways to do that in the description. And if you're not comfortable with those kind of payment methods, I also have listings on sparkleandspell.etsy.com where you can tip or, donate for a personal reading. And if not, just thank you so much for being here. And if you want to like, subscribe, share, that would be super awesome. I hope you have a really good first week of January, and I hope to see you again.